What it is, my people, it's the Kid Sincere here with Gold Chain Cinema. Thanks for stopping past the new channel. We are constantly updating with new content daily to get this ball rolling for this channel. So I appreciate you for stopping past and checking out the content. This week, there's been a lot of controversy as far as the movie industry, and it was one casting that did it. The casting was for Ariel for the remake of The Little Mermaid, and Disney made the decision to cast a young, beautiful black actress in Halle Bailey. Now, I'm going to have a hard time saying this for the end of time because I'm so used to Halle Berry. When I first saw it, I'm like, Halle Berry? How is Halle Berry going to be Ariel from The Little Mermaid? Halle Berry's like 50 years old. Anyway, it's Halle Bailey. Now, I don't know much about Halle Bailey. I do know that she's signed to Beyonce's record label and she can sing really well. She sung at the Super Bowl, so she killed the national anthem, her and her partner. I think she has the voice to pull off the role, but obviously there's people that think she doesn't have the look to pull off the role, and we all know why. They're signing petitions, they're losing their minds, people are going completely apeshit. There's a hashtag out right now, not my Ariel. Childhoods are being broken. Oh man, the world's coming to the end. But it's really not. It's not that big of a deal. You're talking about a fictional character. Now I know I wouldn't want fictional characters that I like to be changed. I wouldn't want to watch a Fat Albert movie with all Irish people. It's not Fat Albert to me. So in a way, I kind of can understand some people that are fans of the original material not liking them changing the look of the character. Now, I'm pretty sure it'll follow the original beat for beat because that's what most of these remakes do. Most of them. Aladdin didn't exactly do it. Aladdin didn't exactly cast Arab person as Jasmine either. So there's a lot of this going on in Hollywood, especially with Disney. There was this whole hoopla about whitewashing in Hollywood years ago, or Oscars so white. So you see a lot of studios now trying to diversify their cast and characters when it comes to these movies. So this is Disney getting ahead of the Bush Hill with casting a black actress to play a historically white character. It ain't nothing to, lose your mind over because we have to wait and see how it plays out. For all we know, it could be a great movie. It could be awesome. It could also be terrible. We got to see what the first screenshots look like once this starts in production, because right now, this is just the casting. Imagine when there's actual footage of her in character as Ariel. People are going to lose their shit. But I do have a notion about this. Me personally, I don't have a problem with the casting at all. And I know some people are going to watch this and say, obviously, yeah. Okay, whatever. So what? But I do get how some people could be like, well, this is not what I remembered from when I used to watch this back in the day as a child, because it's not what I remember of The Little Mermaid. Now, I'm not really into The Little Mermaid, and I probably shouldn't be. But for the people that are, this is not what they're used to. This is a different take on the mythos of this character. But then there's the problem with, instead of representation in Hollywood being scripts, characters being written from scratch with color in mind, you're getting characters that were white for as long as film was being developed, being transformed into Black, Asian, Latino characters. I do have a problem with that. I do think that snatches the originality of what would it be the basis of a black character. One of those instances is Black Panther. The phenomenon of last year. That movie did buku numbers, but I think one of the reasons why it did that was because it wasn't just cast as black people, it was a black experience on screen the way you had never seen it before. That's what made that movie special. I honestly don't think it was that great of a movie. It was good, but it wasn't great. But seeing that on screen took it to new heights, because you took the all black cast in black situations and put it on screen in a manner you hadn't seen before. Same thing with Get Out. Even though Get Out is a movie where the character's surrounded by white people, is taking a black character and putting him in situations of being black around a bunch of white people. So his color or race played a part in his character in the movie. And I think that's what ultimately black and African American people want to see. I said that like it's two different people. It's the same damn people, Sin. But that's what people more or less want to see. Now, what they're doing with The Little Mermaid is they're taking a character that's white and making them black and then putting them, you know, in the same situation as the white character was before them. So it's not really benefiting from the black experience. So I don't know how well that'll translate on screen or how many black people will connect with that. I don't know. Maybe they will. You got to give it a chance to see, right? But I do have the problem with taking a character and just flipping them on their head and switching their either gender or race, because you could have easily just made a new story based around the gender or race of that character. Like Ghostbusters. I keep going back to Ghostbusters because one, that movie was just a flop, and it was because it was bad. It wasn't because there were females in it. It was because it was bad. But would it have hurt to just make a new movie starring four paranormal investigators searching for ghosts? Probably not. It probably wouldn't have hurt a bit. But guess what? They didn't do it. They had to take something and rework it to fit their needs. I don't think that's a good look at all, ever. For instance, I know in the comic books, they do this a lot. Now, of course, you have Spider-Man, but this is supposed to be a different Spider-Man away from Peter Parker, but you have Miles Morales. Now, what if this was some kind of alternate universe and now Spider-Man is black? I don't know. It's just something about that just don't fully, I can't ride with it all the way, because I want to see original stories that's based around, because the black experience in America is something that's unique. It's something that's unique. Same thing for Latinos, even Asian Americans. It's a unique experience. And when you put that unique experience on film, I think that's better for the viewer to relate to. They can relate to not just it being a mermaid on screen, but a mermaid, you know, in the black experience. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know. I don't write movies. I don't know. I'm a fan. But I'm pretty sure that it's going to be The Little Mermaid as we knew it, with Ariel as a black person. I don't see what the use of that is, because that's not the black experience. And I think that's ultimately what people relate to. Even white people, when they watch it, they get to see the experience that they don't get to live. That's dope. That's the same way we watch a bunch of white movies or movies with white characters. That's not a life we get to live. So we get to experience it through their eyes, through the director's eyes and their experiences. So I think that if Hollywood really want to get a foothold on diversity, you need to create unique stories, which they have been, around these characters. Disney just isn't doing it with The Little Mermaid. But I don't think it's nothing to pitch any tents about and get the pitchforks out. I don't think anyone's childhood is going to be ruined, because when that movie came out, it was so long ago. Most of you are adults now. Come on, man. And I don't think any kids would be upset about that unless the parents is poisoning them by thinking that it's wrong. Because I don't think it's wrong. I just don't think it's beneficial, or as beneficial as it could be if it was an original story. I want to see more people of color, more diversity in the midst of more original stories, which Hollywood needs, period. Hollywood simply needs more original stories. There's too many sequels. There's too many remakes. Some of them I do like, some of them I hate. Beauty and the Beast on one hand was one that I liked. So maybe I'll like The Little Mermaid Who knows? But I'm going to say this. Changing characters and making them black isn't exactly adding to diversity. Diversity is putting stories on screen that showcases experience that's not lived by everybody because of the differences in race and gender. So just painting a white character black is not solving the issue. My name is Sincere. I love movies, and I'm up out of here. Peace.